Hey there, YouTube. My name is Hammock and I made a Sam. Also, I can bark like a dog. But I know what you're thinking. You don't care that I can bark like a dog. You're not actually my friend. You just want to know how I made a hammock for $30. It's fine, really. It's fine. It's fine. The title of the video is I made a hammock for $30. It makes perfect sense to me. I get it. It's fine. I'm not being passive aggressive. Anyway, I made a hammock for $30. So long story short, about 1 year and 4 months ago, my friend Adam and I had this idea, this postulation, we conjectured, we used our brains. A thought occurred to us. How much can hammocks actually cost to manufacture? I mean, when you think about it, hammocks can go for like 90 bucks, and what are they actually? I mean, it's basically 2 sheets of nylon fabric stitched together with nylon thread cinched at the ends, and then we hang them in between trees. So after this discussion, a week later, we went out, we bought the materials, and a year later, we got around to actually making the hammocks. Now, it didn't take us a year to make because it was actually that much work, but rather because I'm a lazy pile and I'm not worth anything. I'm not worth anything. Just kidding, I'm at least worth $30 now. Regardless, there might be some of you out there that have more work ethic and drive than I do that would like to make your own hammock. So let me tell you about mine. Here it is, in all of its glory, my chair. This probably cost me about, I don't know, 90 bucks on Amazon. I'm kidding. Get over yourself. Here I've got the hammock in all its pride and glory. So basically, here's what Adam and I did. Adam and I went to the fabric store and we found the nylon fabric, and they actually had quite a few colors to pick from. There was a problem though, in that it was only about 5 feet wide. 5 feet wasn't going to be wide enough for us, so what we did, we got 3 sheets of fabric in all. I got 10 feet of orange fabric. He got 10 feet of blue or pink or whatever color he went with. And then we got another 10 feet of this in-between color, and we cut the greenish color into strips of 10 inches across and put 2 on either end. So when we added the 20 inches, 10 inches on each side, that made it wide enough for our liking and also makes it look pretty. After we had the sheets of fabric, all we had to do really was sew it together. We got black nylon thread. We went with black because we thought that that would be the most neutral color. I'm not gonna lie, the very first step of sewing is probably the worst, most agonizing, painfully boring, and tedious step in the entire process. Basically, I can show you with these pieces of paper, we didn't just want them to be overlapping each other and stitched down. We kind of wanted them to be locked into each other. So to do that, you're going to put the fabric over each other like so, and then kind of fold it both ways, perfectly straight. And then you're going to stitch down the middle. The best system that we could figure out to do was to try and kind of get them lined up with each other, and then just fold it over, pin that all together, run it through the stitcher, through the sewing machine, fold it over some more, pin that together, run that through, and just keep doing that. It's a huge pain, basically, and you'll have to do that twice, but then once you have it together, everything after that's pretty easy. You can see here that after we went through and did the first stitch down the middle, we went and did 2 more just to give it as much integrity as possible. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the logistical stitching together didn't make a ton of sense to me. It does on paper, but actually doing it is really confusing, which is why Adam did most of the planning and made his hammock first. So my best advice for you would just be to find Adam and have him help you. I'm just kidding. Please don't do that. You can also see from my stitches that I didn't do it perfectly. Ugh! Oh man, is mine perfect? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Get it? Did I just make a really bad sewing pun? So it would seem. I'm sorry. I stitched that together, and then I did the same to the other side. And then, is this called hemming? I don't know, it doesn't matter. You fold over the ends on themselves. You fold it over, and then you fold it over again. Stitch. And then that way you won't have loose threads. Yeah. So then from there, you're gonna take your ends, fold the end over on itself. Stitch that. You only need to fold that like, I don't know, like an inch or so. It doesn't have to be big, because then you're going to fold it even more than that over again, and then you're gonna go through and stitch that again. This is how big I did mine. You can do more, you can do less. Regardless, it needs to be big enough to fit your loops through. We just got some webbing like so, and we stitched it together. For my webbing, I probably had a little bit more than 2 feet. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your webbing and feed it through all of this hammock. Scrunch the hammock up, and you'll be done. I suggest you get like a rope or something and tie around your loop. With your rope tied on, just drop it in and just feed it through. All right, so I've got my loop coming out at the other end, right? And then I'm just going to pull on the rope. Oh, I found it, and there you have it. To get nice carabiners is probably going to cost you like another $6. If you want to make your own tree straps, you can make some pretty nice daisy chain tree straps for like $15, or you could just buy your own. After you build your hammock, of course, it's entirely up to you if you would like to hang it up or lay it on your bedroom floor. So that's how I built my hammock for $30-ish. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below, and maybe I'll actually get around to answering them. If you like me as a person, affirm my insecurities by watching my other videos. I recently did a video where I sang in a bathroom with a couple other people that are a lot more talented than I am. I also like to break monitors and yell at my friends. So yeah, that's my hammock video. Thanks. Goodbye.